Have you ever wondered what it really takes to sit on that majestic chair, to wear that black robe and be called my lord in court? Becoming a High Court judge almost feels like entering a temple where justice is worshipped. But the question is, how does one get there? Is it only for the privileged, or can anyone with determination, preparation, and character reach that heights? The first step is starting with the foundation. Every journey begins with law itself. To even think about becoming a High Court judge, you need to be an advocate. This means completing a law degree or LLB from a recognized university, enrolling with the State Bar Council. This is where the seeds are planted. Think of it laying the bricks for a house. You cannot build the upper floors of a house unless the foundation is strong. This is the second step. Now it gets interesting. There are two main routes to becoming a High Court judge. The advocate route, or from the bar to the bench. If you practice law for at least 10 years in the High Court or in multiple High Courts, you become eligible for consideration. This is often called the direct appointment route. The second route is the judicial services route or the promotion method. If you join as a civil judge by writing the judicial services examinations, you climb it step by step. First you become a civil judge, next you become a district judge, and finally the High Court judge. Think of this path is like climbing a mountain patiently, step by step. While the advocate route is more like taking a direct, but it's a tougher route. The third step is the appointment process. This is where most people don't know the details. The Constitution of India lays down the process in Article 217. A High Court judge is appointed by the President of India, but he cannot do it on his own. The President consults with the Chief Justice of India, the Governor of the state, and the Chief Justice of the concerned High Court. It's like a relay race where multiple runners must hand over the baton properly before the final lap is won. No one person can decide. It's a collaborative system to ensure balance. The step 4, eligibility and qualities that is beyond paper. Sure, the law says 10 years experience or being a distinguished jurist. But in practice, it is not about the number of years. It's about your reputation, integrity, and contribution. Let's take an example of the second judge's case of 1993. The Supreme Court Advocates on Record Association versus Union of India. This was a landmark judgment establishing the collegium system where judges themselves have a significant say in appointing High Court and Supreme Court judges. It was meant to insulate the process from political interference and focus on merit and integrity. So, the unspoken rule is your character often matters more than your CV. Your courtroom conduct, your honesty, your ability to balance firmness with fairness. All of these are silently observed. I remember reading about Justice P.N. Bhagavati, who later became the Chief Justice of India. He often spoke about how in his early days as a lawyer shaped not just his knowledge but his empathy. He once said, law is not just a book of rules but a living instrument of justice. That's something every aspiring judge must carry. Law with empathy, judgment with compassion. Here is where reality checks in. The path is not easy. Thousands of advocates practice for decades but never make it to the bench. For some, it lacks visibility. For others, it's a professional conduct. Even for judicial officers, promotion is slow and only a fraction make it to the High Court. But here's the truth, it is not impossible. If you start your career with clarity, build a reputation for integrity, and continue learning, your chances increase drastically. Let's look at the case Union of India versus Sankal Chand Himatlal Seth, a 1977 case. This case emphasized the importance of consultation in judicial appointments, reinforcing that it's not just a bureaucratic process but a thoughtful one which involves multiple constitutional authorities. And then, in the third judge's case of 1998, the Supreme Court clarified that the collegium system even further, making it a practice that continues even today. The cases remind us that the road to becoming a judge is built on decades of legal evolution. Every appointment is a product of law, precedent, and principle. Here are some practical advice for aspiring judges. Let's start with advocates. Start by building your credibility from day one. Publish articles, argue cases with honesty, take up pro bono work. Make yourself visible as a jurist who stands for more than just winning. For judicial officers, prepare early, crack the judicial services exam, and remember, patience is key. The bench rewards perseverance. For all other aspirants, never forget that integrity is your greatest asset. In a profession where reputation is everything, a single act of dishonesty can close doors forever. Even if you're not aiming to be a judge, this process teaches us something profound. Life rewards those who combine preparation with character. The black robe is not just a garment, it's a metaphor for responsibility. Each one of us in our personal or professional lives wears some robe of responsibility. The real question is, do we carry it with integrity? So, to recap, law degree plus enrollment into the Bar Council is the first step. There are two routes: advocates with 10 years practice or judicial services is equal to promotion. Appointment through the president with consultation under Article 217. Collegium system shapes the process. Remember the second and third judge's case. Integrity, reputation, and contribution matter more than just eligibility. If this video gave you clarity or even a spark of inspiration, I want you to do one thing. Drop a comment below and tell me, if you were a judge for a day, what kind of judgment would you deliver that could change society for the better? And if you are truly serious about your legal journey, hit that like button. Share this with someone who dreams of the bench, and subscribe so you don't miss more such deep dives into law and life. Remember, your journey to the bench or to any meaningful life goal begins with one step. Make that step today. Take care. Bye.